Hi, Ashley here from Tranquil Therapy. I just wanted to do a video of one of my best performing vlogs, when to tip your massage therapist. And I just wanted to start off with everyone should tip at their comfort level. Certain things you should definitely tip for. For example, does a therapist go over time for you when they're working for a franchise or larger business, like a spa? Because they only get 15 minutes in between those clients, if that. I've worked at places that have only given you 10 minutes in between each client. So if that client's late and they expect the full time and the therapist relies on tips, you can kind of see where this is going. Um, Another reason you should probably tip your therapist is if they go above and beyond for certain things. For example, I remember receiving the majority of my tips early on in my career when I would really help people with chronic pain and autoimmune conditions, like focus in on what they're saying and really listen to what their needs are. Therapists, if you're watching this, pay attention. You should just be listening to your clients. Like that is the main thing that got me tips and grew my business early on, is just listening. So then once you kind of get an idea of like, okay, well, do I have to tip all the time? Do I have to tip in certain places per se? Short answer is yeah. If you're gonna cut corners in finding a quality therapist and going to a place like Hand and Stone, Massage Envy, there's like so many now. There's so many franchises. Those places do not pay their therapists well. Straight up don't. Some locations within the franchise will offer incentives like we'll pay for some of your CEUs or free training with, CEU stuff that is qualified for the state. CEUs are credit units or extra credit units. We need them to maintain our license. So some places will offer incentives like that, and that's awesome. And I think it's a great start, but you should still compensate your therapists. I remember I had a request to interview at a Hand and Stone in my area, and they tried to offer me $15 an hour to start, and then if people sign up for memberships, I would get like more pay per hour. But if a person that got a membership under me decided to cancel their membership, then I would be penalized and I would go down in pay. So they're just trying to incentivize people to pressure customers and clients into getting massage monthly or weekly or whatever it is that they were doing, which goes against my ethics. That's not really what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people. Not I'm not in sales. I'm a massage therapist. So that's something that you should also consider when you're going to places like that. And you know, just tip them because you really like their service. If a therapist does something that you're uncomfortable with, please tell us. Some therapists, like you'll know if the therapist is for you or not, because if the therapist reacts negatively to you expressing what your needs are and where your boundaries are and where your comfort level is, they're not your therapist. That's not how this is supposed to go. We're supposed to listen. We're supposed to like give you what it is that you really need in your session. And sometimes it's something that, you know, we might not know how to do. So if that's the case, we should be telling you. However, sometimes they don't do that. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings and that you understand that if you're in a spa versus a studio versus like a chiropractor doctor's office, like your surroundings will tell you a lot about the type of place that you're in. For example, this is my studio. I have random art all over the place. I happen to have a nice little inversion set up here. It's like where my sheets and stuff are. There's a lot of stuff happening at my studio. So you can kind of tell when you come in here, it's like, okay, this isn't a spa. Open windows, lots of light. So just pay attention to that kind of stuff. And if you find yourself in a franchise sort of setting, maybe tip them. if you're comfortable. If not, just, let them know, like, hey, I don't have a tip today. I'm sorry. I loved your service. If that's the case, and make sure you let the front desk know. I love their service. Um, I can't tip at the moment or something. Um, I've had clients tell me that before, and honestly, just the fact that they thought about it and wanted to and expressed that made me happy. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm glad you liked it. It makes us feel really good. And then last but not least is there's stuff that we have to do as therapists just to maintain our license. We have to get the credit hours I mentioned earlier. We have to do certain trainings that, depending on the state you're in, will require. For example, in PA, we have a child trafficking course that we have to take every 2 years, I believe, as a first responder. And then we also have, it's like random expenses like sheets, $20, 20 or $30 a set, essentially, oil, like essential oils, all of that kind of stuff. So really think about the type of therapy that you want. You can get like a deeper, more medical and focused session at a spa, depending on the therapist. You can also get a spa-y, nice, relaxing, more of like a, you know, relaxing session at the studio. You just have to make sure that you tell the person what it is you're looking for, what it is you want, and then if you feel like you want to, then you should tip them. I hope this helps. If you have questions or you want me to do something else, just comment. I'm going to leave the comments on my YouTube channel open. That way, people that are viewing videos like this can always comment, and I hope that this helps.